will you ever do comedy? Because you are funny. I find you real comical.
And handsome.
And extremely sexy, of course.
Did you ask a question?
It was more a statement, that's okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you.
Oh, would I ever do comedy? Didn't I just answer that? Oh, I see. Okay, I'm a bit behind the times, okay.
Hi.
Yes, I'd love to do comedy.
Hi, I just wanted to say the film is absolutely awesome. I've never seen anything like it. I got to see one of the screenings in LA 3 weeks ago. For Jerry, this is Gals! I have a question for you. I believe that this is the film that's going to make both your name and your face recognizable worldwide, like it should have been a few years ago. What do you think will be the best and worst aspects of that happening?
That people will think that I look in my normal life like I'm giving a squirrel a blowjob. And I guess that I can still pick my nose in public and people won't recognize me. So you know, to me, I just look to be serious for once. I'm so glad that I feel like I teamed up at a perfect point in my career with somebody else at a perfect point in his career. Vincent Regan. and made this film, and it does, everything about it feels right, and it does feel like, you know, that this is going to fly, and deservedly so, and hopefully it'll be good for me, and I don't want to, I can't really see any negative points of it. I find it's a plus point that I do look like I'm giving a squirrel a blowjob, because I think the film's going to be successful and I'm not immediately recognizing it from it, and I love that, you know?
Again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello, gals!
Oh, I saw the movie last night at the Metro. That chick ass, I was like so nervous while watching that movie. Okay, question for Jay. So you have like, if you have like any bad habits that right now, like what did you have to stop during the film?
I have a 5-page list in my back pocket. I had to give up lemon slices from Starbucks. No, I was, at that point, I was enjoying very much a relaxed diet, to say the least. So I had to really watch what I was eating for a long time, for 7 months. And it took a bit of getting used to. I had to give up pain-free moments. And I was training many hours in a day and pumping on set, and so it was pretty intense. And so it's all part of that kind of Spartan feel, you know. It really, once you get into it, everything that you give up and everything that you put into it, it's so fed. The feeling, the kind of energy that went on set. Everybody gave up a lot of stuff to make this, so there was a real unity and focus of purpose, you know, pushing forward to make this incredible beast.
I'm just glad you survived that whole process. Good job, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Zach, I want to thank you for including such a strong female role with such who's equal in strength and character and grace. Lena, Queen Gorgo is such an interesting character in her own right. Diplomat, trusted counsel, and warrior queen. To being around such raw testosterone help or hinder your transformation?
It was quite distracting at times. But after a while, it was kind of boring. I think it balanced everything up, you know what I mean? I think because Gorgo is strong kind of verbally, whereas the boys kind of get out there and fight, but I think the whole movie just has such a big, strong heart to it, you know what I mean? It's all based in that emotion, so it helped and hindered.
Thank you.
First, thanks to Zach and to the producers for making this visually stunning film and releasing it both on the big screen and on IMAX. We're looking forward to seeing it in both formats. Questions for Jerry. Your physical transformation for this role has been well documented. Tell us more about the mental preparation needed to go from the electric warrior playing Beowulf to the Hades, and then on to the desperate mother that you're playing.
Tracy's coming here.
Wheel.
I love those simple, quick ones. 7. No. Yeah, there was. I never came across, and I quickly derived the essence of who Leonidas was in terms of this unquestioning, unlike Beowulf, unquestioning, uncompromising force, which is what I think, every film has a different angle, has something interesting about it. What is brilliant about this film is it's actually very simple. There's a purity to it. It's not the most complicated story on the planet. It's a true story, but it's not the most complicated. And the idea, as I keep referring to unity, because that's what it was. It's this kind of unbridled, forward-moving motion, which was Leonidas. There is no in-between. It's black or white. And I find that inspiring as a person as well. If you want to go into the nitty-gritty of the facts, then okay, maybe we would all like to live a life that's not. There's a lot to be said for that, what that calls up in each of us emotionally in terms of that, the myth of those feelings of honor and sacrifice and courage, just what each individual person believes in. Beowulf had a very different journey. He's like, what the fuck is going on here? That was the interesting thing, was that was turning the whole hero myth on its head, going, who is the hero? Who is, I think we are clearly established in this story. Well, actually, no. I kind of love the fact that, although I say there's a simplicity to it, these are not your typical heroes. These are the heroes I always wanted to see in a film, where you're like, he's right there, kick him in the balls, and they wait because they go, no, I'm the hero, I can't do that, I have to, and these guys go, this is how it is, okay, you're coming onto our land, until you remove yourselves, we're going to slit every throat of every one of you, we're going to cut your heads off, cut your feet off, and pull like your big toenails. and I love that, and that's one of the great things about this movie is, and that's another thing that gives the energy to the audience, it's just that kick-ass, pure adrenaline rush that it has going on. And then at the same time with a really kind of profound sentiments underneath. I don't have time to answer the butterfly bit. We're going to be here all day.